Well, you guys know I like these North American revolvers, and yeah, had to make things even more complicated. So this is their Companion, you call it. That is a, if you can see that, black powder 22 revolver. Yeah, muzzleloader essentially. So comes with 2 cylinders. Well, I bought the whole kit, so it came with 2 cylinders anyway. So we're gonna get these loaded up and do some shooting. So they say to run just caps on these the first round through, because you get moisture and oil and everything else inside the cylinder. So use a cap just to clean it out, and then you can load them up. So put some caps in there. I got these old Remington percussion caps. This is fun because you know, my fat fumbly fingers with no fingernails. So some of these just kind of fall right down on there, and other ones kind of you have to press in. We'll see. Yeah, those are just falling right in place. So once they're in there, I think in the gun, those caps can't fall out. I think they're somewhat captured by the frame. But I have noticed that every once in a while they blow out, and they'll kind of bind up the action, so you're fighting a blown cap to try to cock it. So the pulling back of the hammer, rotating the cylinder, you're fighting a essentially a blown out cap in the process. But yeah, you guys that watch my other videos and complain about that Harlot and how clumsy that thing is to reload. Yeah, you got no idea. These are a lot more time consuming. Can't get that down in there. There we go. So these don't have the half cock notch like the the center notch like the 22 revolvers do. You can't put the hammer between caps. Yeah, if you can see that, they're mostly captured. I don't think they can fall out at all. Yeah, we'll see. So, fire them through. Just a cap. So that worked okay. They didn't bind up or get stuck anywhere. Yeah, none of those really came apart either, so. This thing does have a little pick in the kit, this thing, for picking these caps off. So you can kind of get down in that notch and fling them out. That one, I don't know if you guys can see that on camera. It's got a chunk stuck down inside of the nipple. There, out now. Okay, so we'll run the other cylinder through and then go through the whole process of loading these things up. It's a process for sure. Oh man, some of these are tight when you first get them. So again, run caps. So now the cylinder should be clean. Pop all these caps out of here. Probably shouldn't have an open thing of new caps right where I'm dumping out the old ones, just in case some get mixed up. Okay, so basically they say not to put the caps on these when you're loading them, because there is a chance that you could smash the cap and actually set it off in the loading process. So it's got this cool little loader. We got some little 22, come on, shake them out of the bag, little 22 bullets. I got some chapstick I got at a giveaway fundraiser thing, grab bag, whatever. So we use that instead of grease, Crisco that some people use. So I got this Hodgdon 777. It's supposed to be a lot cleaner, so we'll see how well these do. It is a pain. So you get like, basically they tell you to fill it. There's a little line inside there. They tell you to fill it to that line. So I put a scoop in every one of these chambers, and then come back and do another one. And you can kind of see down inside there. I doubt you guys can see, but there is a little wall there. Kind of shows you how far you're supposed to fill it. It's fun. So I can see down through them and see the hole in the nipple. You guys can probably see that. Yeah. So you kind of, if you lose track of which one you're loading, you can see them that way. Kind of have some idea of which one you filled up and which one you didn't. So yeah, that 2 scoops seems to fill that right to the line. I used what the hell did I use? Oh, there's an Allen wrench for the nipple, and if you kind of push that Allen wrench down into that chamber and flip it around a little bit, it does kind of push out any extra powder. So in case you do have too much in one of those cylinders, this thing would probably work too. Yeah, kind of just pop out a little bit, a few grains here and there. Nothing crazy, but level them out. Maybe just a little bit too much in that one. Huh? This one could actually use a little bit more. Yeah, that's better. Cool. So then I just take these and kind of set them down in there. There's like a gas seal built into that round. You can see that. No, it won't focus. Yeah, a little bit maybe. Yeah, you can see that seal there. So it kind of sits at that level without any effort at all. You can just kind of set them in place. And then I use that loader to, man, these little lead things are slippery. See, this thing's got a little nipple kind of on it for pushing them down in. So you just get them in there, line them up, and squeeze it. And basically, if you try doing it all at once, you end up smashing all the other ones in the process. So I just do a little bit on each one, go around and around, and then on the second pass, actually on this one I could seat the whole thing all the way down. So there, just press it, press, and there's a stop built into this, so you can't go too far. You do have to make sure that it's all the way down in there, otherwise the bullet sticks out too far and it will hang up on the frame. Yeah, so that is one cylinder done. See, I shaved off a couple little pieces of lead there. Cool. All right, I'll load up the other cylinder and we'll commence firing. All right, so I'll probably fast forward through this one because I just showed you guys loading the other cylinder. I'll load this all up. 2 scoops of powder in each one of these chambers, and we'll start firing. It's amazing, like, you don't spill more. I say that and I slip off and spill it. Yeah, works pretty good. I lost track of that one. Can't again knock out any extra. Looks like they all got just a couple of pieces too many. Still. Cool. All right, load these up. Again, I just set them in place, and then we'll come back through with a loader and do a initial seat and then a final press on each one. Man, these things are slippery. They're like sliding around my fingers. That's all I can do to hold on to them. Okay, they're all there. You could probably, maybe not. I guess I maybe get them started that way, but. So, again, press these. It is clumsy. I do an initial seat. And then final press. And as long as you're tight against that powder, which I don't think this amount of powder would matter anyway, you're fine. But in reality, I think all you really have to be is down below the end of the cylinder so it doesn't hang up on the gun. Come on, focus, yeah. So we'll put some nipples on these, and yeah, or nipples, caps on the nipples. Oh, you know what we should do? We should grease them first, because those caps do tend to fall off sometimes. So, again, some free chapstick I think will work just fine. Yeah, look at that. Nice little applicator, everything. So we kind of go through any extra and kind of smear it down in there a little bit. So this is supposed to prevent chain firing. I don't think you'd ever have an issue with this thing, but it probably wouldn't be fun if you did. So, yep, grease it all up. That way you know you're not going to have any problems. This is so much cleaner than doing this with a Crisco or the actual grease. Or I've used white lithium grease on these. I thought the spray would make things easier. It didn't. It comes out like too thin, so you gotta wait for it to kind of settle and not be so foamy. Yeah, cool. So you can see that would prevent all the chain firing. Cool. All right. Again, load up some caps. These things are clumsy as hell too, especially once you get that grease all over your fingers. That's real fun. And they'll catch on the inside of the nipple, so you can't like lay it over it, because the outside of the cap will catch the inside of the nipple. There, that one kind of slid down on there and caught. Some of these are pretty loose, like they barely stay on there at all. I just realized how windy it is, and that stupid wind chime over there is probably going to be loud on camera. We'll see. It'll be a lesson learned. I need one more. Again, these things, they're little and slippery, and I got that chapstick all over me. Fumbling around trying to get it. I try to shake it even, and it won't go in there. Okay, smart thing to do, close up the caps, get them away, and close up the powder and put it somewhere else. Got one spare bullet. Okay, we're on half cock. If you guys can see, there's a, it's not a it's not a firing pin. There's just like a round, oh, come on, focus. I don't even know what you call it. It's like a floating firing pin. There you go. But with the hammer down, it's there. But it's it floats in the frame. Like the other minis have a fixed firing pin. This one floats. So, all right, we will load these up. And these are a little bit easier than the 22s because, again, you don't have that notch from the hammer. All that fun stuff to get hung up on loading them. So, that is a loaded cap and ball revolver. We'll change the angle here. I'm sure I'm not going to hit that target. The closest target I got here right now is 25 yards. And no rear sight and only a big blade half moon front sight. Not going to hit anything. But we're going to fire it anyway. Hold one sec. Okay, again, we got the North American Champion 22 Magnum size cap and ball revolver. That target out there is at 25 yards. We're not going to hit it. We're going to give it a shot anyway. Let's see. And I can't aim here either. Let's see, right. Big puff of smoke. I didn't see where it went either. Holy shit. I don't know if I hit the plate. Something hit it. That's impossible. You guys seeing all the blast coming out of that thing? I heard it kick off through the woods. Look at how dirty that thing is already. All right, one more. Oh, we got it. I don't know if you heard that. That's cool. So knock it back to half cock. Shake that out of there. And yeah, you can see these caps are all kind of blown everywhere. You see all the dirt all over me. The powder burns all over everything. They get dirty in a hurry. I'm going to kick these caps off here just so you guys see the whole process. So, pop. If I could just get that to stay in focus, that'd be nice, huh? I mean, it seems like really, really clumsy, and I guess it is, but it's not that bad. Black powder itself is the process anyway, but you can see how a lot of that stuff wiped off already from me messing with it there, but this isn't too bad. Got a little bit of powder burn up here. We got one more loaded cylinder, so we'll set that one up and fire away. Yeah, that's basically pointed right at my hand half the time I'm doing this. I don't know if there's a better way you could possibly do that, but I ain't real worried about that cap and ball going off accidentally. Still, I try to keep my fingers out of the way. Alright, let's see if we can get, I think we technically got 2 hits on that. I'm gonna have to go up there and look at that target. That's crazy. I didn't think that was possible with this. I heard it up in the trees. Oh, I saw where that one went. Cool. Let me see how much crud is on that thing now. That's cool. I don't know how much this is going to come out on camera. The sun's shining kind of a bad angle right now, but wow, you can see probably get my fingerprints off of that, huh? Yeah. They get dirty. Look at my hand. So this is just the flash from out of the cylinder cap there. And that's not, I mean, I had it way back here, so it's not like my fingers were out in front of it. But I still got dusted, coated. Look how dirty my thumbs are. It's like I'm out in the garage working again. That whole ring there. Yeah, so this is from the cap. So you figure your thumb's right there. That's just the cap blown out, and so is this. But yeah, dirty stuff, man. These things stick sometimes. Okay, I guess I just wasn't pressing that detent far enough. So there she is, all dirtied up from 5 rounds. That's a mess, man. But these are pretty cool little guns. They're not cheap. That's the worst part about them. So most of the North American arms for revolvers are pretty cheap until you get into like their Sidewinders and the Ranger style. The other ones are like $225, $250, somewhere in that range. These, I didn't really think that was too bad. So it's like I think $340 shipped with 2 cylinders, 250 of these little bullets, and the whole kit, whatever. It comes with a crappy leather holster and a little ammo pouch. But the cheapest I could find at 777 was like $40 locally. Obviously, I had these sitting around. These are probably older than me, but I think these are like $7 or $8 for 100. So that's not too bad. To shoot your 250, you're talking $20 worth. So that's like $360 plus the powder. You're $400 already just to shoot. So I guess these are proprietary bullets. I'm not sure. I haven't really looked around too much. I figured 250 would last me a long time anyway. But I did buy some 22 caliber pellets. Now these are going to be really lightweight, 14.3 grains. So they're going to be smoking. But they'll be, I can't even grab a hold of one. Nubby fingers. They're going to be fast. I don't know how well they'll seal up, so I don't know how much extra blow by or whatever you'll get, but just something to shoot. Again, I don't think unless you're at 5 yards you're going to hit a target very often anyway, but these were cheap. I think $10 or something like that for 500. So if I just want something to go out and make some noise with, to play with this thing once in a while, I figured that'd be cool. The real bullets to actually load up. So good fun stuff. I can't recommend these North Americans in general enough. I really like them. What's that everyone says? Hashtag not sponsored? Yeah. But right now in my pocket, let me get this guy out. I've got the 22 mag. This is a standard 22 mag, but this is an 1.1/8 barrel. This is an 1.5/8. But otherwise, they are extremely similar. This one is not a gun, though, so it's not classified as a firearm in the U.S. So technically, prohibited possessors, you felons, could carry one of these, have one of these. Good luck. You'll probably get arrested if you get caught with it. You'll probably get charged with carrying a weapon. I don't know, it's not a firearm, though, so you can't get charged with the illegal possession of a firearm, but I'm sure they'd try it. You end up fighting it in court or something silly. Don't take legal advice from guys on the internet. But these are really cool guns. Something to play with. We go to a shoot every year at my buddy's house. He's going to be watching this video, I'm sure. He'll laugh. He'll know. They got machine guns and suppressors and all this cool stuff there. And for some reason, kids come over and shoot my janky homemade guns, and I let them shoot these because where else is a kid going to be able to shoot one of these fairly safely? There's some older kids there, 18 to 25-ish or whatever. They're really good with teaching the kids basic firearm safety. And the group of people we have, the parents, are really good at teaching them safety and manners and stuff anyway. They're really great kids. So they know to respect these, even though, again, you would call this not a firearm legally. It would definitely kill you or put a hole in your hand. So you don't want to get hurt. But those kids are going to love it, I think. So I'm going to play with this a little bit more today since it's all dirty, because they are a pain in the ass to clean. But I hope you guys enjoyed that one. I'll get some video of it when all the kids are shooting it this summer. It'll be fun. Take care, guys.